It's really sad, though. These cases are sad to me because these individuals are caught up in a lot of political talking points that we're hearing right now.
2 federal filings say that Navy sailors living in Jacksonville tried to commit marriage fraud by marrying Chinese nationals. For the purposes of this story, we'll refer to them as Defendant 1 and Defendant 2. The court filing for Defendant 1 says that she was recruited by one of the conspirators around September 13, 2024 to enter into a sham marriage. That person promised her a total of $35,000 for the marriage, obtaining of a green card and divorce of a Chinese national referred to as Conspirator 3. On October 4th, 2024, she travels to Las Vegas to meet that person and marry them, investigators say. She was paid $10,000 up front that same day, the filing says. Then months later, on February 8th, one of the conspirators tells a confidential source working with law enforcement about the marriage fraud scheme, saying he and his wife could be paid $35,000 each. On February 13th, they met in person in Jacksonville, where the pay for the scheme was brought up again, but this time the $10,000 upfront pay is discussed. News4JAX made the editorial decision not to name the women involved in the case. I spoke with Shannon Shaw, an attorney not involved with either case.
It doesn't seem like that's that much money to kind of commit federal crimes.
You know, we're in a time in American history where everyone's really struggling financially. This seemed like a very straightforward business opportunity, I'm sure, to these defendants. They did not realize how aggressive the government would be looking into these potential sham marriages and how fast they would prosecute.
Similarly, the charging document for Defendant 2 says she was contacted by 2 conspirators in October of 2024 to recruit her into entering into a sham marriage. A person referred to as Conspirator 2 introduces her to Conspirator 3 the next month. That person tells Defendant 2 that she would be paid around $45,000 for the entire process of marrying a Chinese national, including $10,000 up front. The document says in January of 2025, she flies to New York to meet the Chinese national for the first time. They go to a courthouse in Connecticut to get married. After the wedding, they go back to New York to celebrate the sham wedding. At a party, they took pictures to help make the marriage look real for an immigration application. In the month that followed, 2 conspirators asked her for information and documents as part of a green card application through an encrypted messaging app. Both defendants agreed to be charged by information rather than indictment, which Schott says will likely help when it comes time for sentencing.
There's a chance that your sentencing guideline can be lowered to an extent by accepting responsibility early. So it's already trending towards the advice that they're getting is to just go ahead and enter a plea.
I contacted both attorneys for comment on each case. Neither were able to share a statement. Ariel Schiller, Channel 4, the local station.